All right, we are going to do some division with two-digit divisors. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to put our number in the house that belongs. What I need you to remember is when it's written out like this, the first number, it doesn't matter if it's the big or small number, but it's the first number that you read goes inside the house. So 180 divided by 12. Okay. I need to ask myself, how many times will 12 go into 1? I want you to remember to divide, we have our hint that it is divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So remember DMSB, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So does 12 go into 1? No. So I'm going to put a placeholder up there to know that I'm now on 18. Does 12 go into 18? Yes, it does. It goes in one time. So now I've divided. I need to multiply. 1 times 12 is 12. Then I've got to subtract. 18 minus 12, well, 8 minus 2 gives me 6, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So 18 minus 12 would give me 6. Then I need to bring down the other digit that's sitting there, so that's 0. Then I've got to start back over at the divide. 12 goes into 60. How many times? Well, I know that 12 goes into 60 5 times because 5 times 12, I may not know that off the top of my head, then I need to know 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus the 1 would give me 6. So 5 times 12, if I know my multiplication factors or facts, then 5 times 12 is 60. I then need to, so I multiplied. Now I've got to subtract. 60 minus 60 is nothing. And I'm at the wall, so that's how I know that I'm done. I have a 0 at the bottom, and there's no more numbers for me to bring down. So my answer here is 15. 180 divided by 12 equals 15. Okay, let's try another one. What number goes in the house? The first number when it's written out like this. So the 216 divided by 18. DMSB, that's going to be my hint, or my steps even. 18 doesn't go into 2, but it goes into 21, goes in one time. 1 times 18 gives me 18. I then subtract. 21, take away 18, leaves me with 3. Remember, I can count up. I can go 18, 19, 20, 21 if I need to, okay? So I divided, I multiplied, and then I subtracted. I did all those steps, and now I need to bring down the 6. Okay, after I bring down, I've got to go back over here to the division. 18 goes into 36. How many times? 2 times, because 2 times 18 is going to give me 36. So I multiplied. Then I need to subtract. I'm left with 0 there. Is there anything else for me to bring down? No, and I'm at that wall. So my answer is 12 right here. Okay, very good. So now we're going to go into our notes and really put this into our math log. We just practiced a few problems. We are going to label this how to divide. How to divide in our notes. So I want you to write this number for me, 376. And I want you to put that number in the house. I want you to label this number the dividend. Outside of the house, our visitor, I want you to write an 8. And this is the divisor. Your visitor, remember? Okay. Let's also take a step and put some place value into this. So this would be my ones place. This is my tens place. This is my hundreds place, right? 376. So I have 3 hundreds, 7 tens, and 6 ones. When I am dividing, I'm trying to find out how many times 8 will go into the 3. 8 won't go into 3. So I need to place, let me change colors real quick. I need to place a placeholder so that I can move on over. So now I'm really trying to find out how many times 8 will go into the 37 right there. Well, 8 will go into the 37 4 times. So again, my reminder, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So I divided. 8 went into 37 4 times. Now I'm going to multiply. 4 times 8 gives me 32. Then I'm going to subtract. And 7 take away 2 leaves me with 5. 3 minus 3 is nothing. Then I'm going to bring down. Then I've got to start back over and divide. 8 goes into 56 7 times. 7 times 8 equals 56. I multiplied 7 times 8. Now I've got to subtract. 56 minus 56 is 0. There's nothing else for me to bring down. And remember, Miss Webster has talked to you about that wall. When you are done with your numbers and you have your answer all the way to the wall, that's how you know you are finished, when you have a 0 at the bottom and you're to your wall. So my answer to the question is the 46. This is called the quotient. The answer to a division problem is called the quotient. So we need to make sure all of that is in our math log. I'm going to scoot up just a minute, and then I'm going to explain to you again what the DMS be. So divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, okay? And then I want you to take a little arrow right here, back up there, and tell me over here, start over. So when the only thing that remains here is a 0 and you're to your wall, that's how you know you're finished.